What is the problem as far as you can tell?
I think they're telling us that the flight attendants and the pilots may have gotten COVID and that canceled it, but it doesn't explain the lost luggage. So I think they've just gotten ahead of them. They're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed.
David Menzies for Rebel News here at Toronto Pearson International Airport. And hey, congratulations, Justin Trudeau Liberals. Thanks to your sheer incompetence, thanks to your hysterical COVID-19 policies when it comes to air travel, Toronto Pearson Airport is number one. Yep, number one when it comes to being the worst airport in the entire world due to delayed flights, that is. And folks, we're not making this up. This is according to data obtained from the US-based flight tracking company called FlightAware. The data is from the period of May 26th to July 19th of this year. And amazing, this data looks at all airports around the world. So we are including third world nations here. And yet, Toronto Pearson International Airport, in a presumably first world country, dead last. Hope abounds, though, because when it comes to flight cancellations, Pearson is merely the fourth worst airport in the entire world. And you know the story, multi-hour lineups, the missed connections, the lost luggage, the misplaced animals. I mean, let's be serious. Air travel post 9/11 was never a joyous experience, but right now, especially at Pearson, it's borderline torture. Of course, the Justin Trudeau Liberals say that this airport misery, this is an international phenomenon, but is it really? I mean, you look at the federal government policies that are in place here. Once upon a time, it took 30 to 60 seconds to screen an air traveler. Now it's 4 or 5 minutes. And this is due in a large part to COVID-19 related screening questions through the much hated ArriveCAN app. And then there's the checking of vaccine certificates as well. Oh, and if you don't have your papers ready, expect the delay to be worse for you and everyone else at the back of the line. In any event, we thought we would drop by Pearson and ask travelers here enduring the hell that is Pearson International, what it's like flying in and out of the country these days. Let's see what they have to say. Well, you know what, folks? My cameraman Mauricio was told to put a mask on. He didn't have one. He's directed to the vending machine, and guess what? It's not working. Isn't that just so typical about how things are operating right now at Pearson Toronto International? You can't even pay for an overpriced face diaper without something going wrong. Hey guys, how you doing? Good. We're just here asking people what they think. Pearson International Airport has been ranked the worst airport in the entire world, sir, in terms of flight delays, fourth worst in the world in terms of canceled flights. What has been your experience here?
I guess I'd say we agree. We're, we're flying through Toronto to get back to Columbus, and lost all of our luggage, and all of our flights got canceled.
We just went to Halifax and back over the last 5 days, and it was fantastic. No problem at all.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. No trouble on the way out or the way back.
Could you be the statistical anomaly, perhaps? Or?
Perhaps. Who knows, right? Entirely possible. Yeah.
This is the first time we flew in a while.
Yeah.
Our flight was delayed only by 15 minutes, and the service was great.
Oh, okay then.
And our bags all came out pretty quick. So
came in from Reykjavik, and my flight to continue on to Saskatoon has been canceled.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm going to find the Sheraton Hotel where I have a voucher, and I also have two $10 meal tickets.
What can you get for?
And after that, I'm going to check in and watch television until I fall asleep.
Yeah. Well, you know, at least you have a hotel to stay in. But, sir, did they tell you why your flight to Saskatchewan was canceled?
Flight crew. No crew.
No
There's
crew?
supposed to be somebody coming in from LaGuardia, and there's weather problems, and it's just continuous.
Well, how do you like that, folks? It's almost like a perfect game in the perverse category of the 12 flights here, all of them except one is on time, and most are delayed, and one is outright canceled. Excellent.
You're about right, because we left Cape Breton an hour this morning. We're going to Saskatoon, and they just canceled our flight to Saskatoon. We're rebooked tomorrow to Calgary, and then to Saskatoon tomorrow night. We'll get home.
Wow, and what are you going to do in the meantime?
Well, our son arranged us to get a hotel here someplace. So.
Wow. And ma'am, did they give you any reason why the Saskatoon?
It was stuck at LaGuardia because of bad weather.
Oh, we
the
heard of
crew.
another case like that.
Yeah.
Okay then.
So there was a problem. We have no crew, I guess.
They're booked through Regina and Saskatoon tomorrow. So I guess we're going to get home eventually.
Well, my experience has been absolutely phenomenal.
Really?
Yes, indeed. Great custom service.
Okay.
And they communicate, and I personally have not experienced what you are really, describing. But I'm hoping that things would be a bit different as time goes on, because we know with this unprecedented crisis, it brought a whole plethora of issues. But we have been hoping. But personally, the people have been absolutely amazing.
What is the problem as far as you can tell?
I think they're telling us that the flight attendants and the pilots may have gotten COVID, and that canceled it, but it doesn't explain the lost luggage. So I think they've just gotten ahead of them. They're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed.
So there you have it, folks. It was basically a 50-50 split. People said their flights were seamless, and the other half said no, they will probably never go through Pearson International Airport again if they have an option of going elsewhere. Although I have to say, most of the stuff happened of interest off camera. That was people just blowing past us. They wanted to get out of the airport, get some fresh air, get a cigarette in their mouth, what have you. I can't say I blame them. They must have been traveling and waiting and lined up for hours. But at the end of the day, it can be better, can it not? These impediments to air travel here at Pearson International, it's not due to a natural disaster, it's not due to inclement weather, it's due to government policies, from the ArriveCan app to random testing, you name it. The Justin Trudeau Liberals can change the mess that is here at Pearson International. The question is, do they have the political will to do so? For Rebel News, I'm David Menzies. Hey folks, have you been to the Rebel News store lately? Well, you should. The number one hit of the summer is our Justin Castro t-shirt. That's the one that has half of Justin Trudeau's face and the other half is Fidel Castro's face. You know what the rumors suggest. I got to tell you, the resemblance is uncanny. Say, do you think maybe that's why Justin Trudeau went out and got that Jim Carrey Dumb and Dumber haircut the other day to, downplay the resemblance? Yeah, I think we can take credit for that. In any event, if you want more than one, what a promotion we're running. Type in the promo code SUMMER, that's SUMMER, buy 2 unisex t-shirts, get the third one for free. So come on, strike a fashionable pose this summer and tell Justin Trudeau what you really think about his potential DNA.